Now we will study the update command. Update command, as the word update means to modify. This command is used to modify or change the values in the table. That is the data within the table. The syntax or the format of using update command is update keyword is followed by the name of the table, and then it is used with the keyword set. In set, we use the name of the column whose value we want to modify equal to the new value, comma. If you want to modify other columns also, you can include it in the same line along with the set keyword. Where is used to place the condition. If you don't use where, then the update command will be applicable to all the rows. That is, all the rows will be modified. Now, for example, if this is the table student, and we want to increase the fees of all the students by rupees 500, our query will be update student. So after update, we write the name of the table. So student is the name of the table, and then set. Now which column we want to modify? We want to modify fees column. This is the fees column. So fees is equal to, and what is the new value? Old value of the fees plus 500, because we want to increase the fees by rupees 500. So formula will be fees is equal to fees plus 500. Another example. Suppose we want to increase the fees of class 12 student by 5%. Again we want to increase the fees, but this time only of class 12 students by 5%. So now the query will be update student. So first statement is same, update followed by the table name. Set. What we want to change is the fees. So fees is equal to fees plus 0.05, because now it is not given in rupees, it is given in percentage. So percentage is calculated as the fees into 0.05. 5% means 5 upon 100, that is 0.05. Now it is to be done only for class 12th student. So the condition should be used here, that is where class is equal to 12. One more example. If you want to change the fees to rupees 5600 and section to be of a particular student whose admission number is 555. Now what you want to change in this table? This is the admission number of the student, that is 555, and you want to change the section to B, which is C. Now this should be B according to the question, and we want the fees to be updated to 5600, that is 5600. So we want two changes, the section as well as fees. The query will be update student. So update is always followed by the name of the table. So the name of the table is student. And set. Then set, what we want to change? We want to change fees as well as section. So you can write them in any order. Fees is equal to, what is the value of fees given? Now don't use this rupees here. You write only the numeric values, because fee is a numeric column. So fees is equal to 5600, comma. Section is equal to B, because two changes were required according to the question. Now if you write only this much and put a semicolon, then this command will be applicable to all the rows. So because it is given, we want to change only the detail of the student whose admission number is 555. So we have to include a where condition, that is where ADNO is equal to 555. Now the next command is delete command. Delete means to remove, but this command is used to remove only the rows or records of the table. It is DML command. So it is used to remove the information from a particular row or rows. So you can remove or delete any number of rows, but the structure of the table will not be affected. That is, the columns will remain same, only the rows will be deleted. So it is, the structure will not be deleted here, and the format or the syntax is delete, then from table name. If you write only this much, then all the rows will be deleted, and if you write where clause, then only the condition, the rows that are satisfying the given condition will be deleted. For example, if in the table student we want to delete the student whose roll number is or admission number is 444, then our query will be delete from student where ADNO is equal to 444. Similarly, if you want to remove all the records of the table, then your query will be delete from student. So if you don't mention where clause, then the command is applicable to all the rows. So in this case, all the rows will be deleted. Next is alter table command. It is a DDL command, that is the command that will affect the structure of the table. So if you want to modify the structure of the table, structure includes the column. So if you want to modify the column, you have to use alter table command. So it is a DDL command which is used to implement modification on the structure of the table, and there are many ways in which you can modify the structure of the table. Like if you want to add a new column, then you have to use this particular format, that is alter table, the name of the table which you want to modify, and add keyword is used to add a new column, and add is followed by the column name, the data type, and the size within round bracket semicolon. Similarly, if you want to change the size of the existing column, that is the column already exists in the table but it is short of the size, then you can increase the size of the column by using the format alter table table name, modify column name, data type, and size. Next is to remove a column. Suppose you find a column that is extra, you don't want it further, you can remove it by using the following format: alter table table name, drop column name. So drop keyword is used to remove a column, modify keyword is used to modify the existing column, and add keyword is used to add a new column. Rest of the syntaxes, that is alter table table name, is same in all the three cases. Then same alter table command can also be used to change the column heading. For example, if you want to change name to student name, such type of changes can be done using the format alter table table name, then change keyword is used. Change is followed by the old column name that you want to change and the new column name with which you want to change, the data type, and the size. Next is if you want to add a primary key. Suppose you created the table and that time you forgot to create the primary key. And now you want to create a primary key, you can use alter table command to do so. And the format of adding primary key is alter table table name, add primary key, and which column you want to set as primary key, you have to write the column name within round brackets. Next is to remove the primary key. Suppose you want to remove the primary key, you can use the same alter table command in the following format: alter table table name and drop keyword. So drop keyword, if after drop you write primary key, since there is only one primary key in the table, so it is deleted. That column will not be deleted, only the property primary key of that particular column will be removed. So let us take the examples for these commands. Suppose this is the table student and you want to add a new column address. So there is no address column and I want to add a new column address here. So the command will be alter table student. I told you alter table command is followed by the name of the table. Then add keyword is used to add a new column. And this is the column name I want to add, and this is the specification of the column, that is the data type is varchar and the size is 20. Similarly, if you want to change the size of the address column, which was 20 characters to 25 characters, so you want to modify the size. So to change the size of the column, we use the syntax alter table student, this is the name of the table, modify, because you are not going to add a new column, you are modifying the existing column. So modify the name of the column and the new specification, that is varchar 25. Similarly, to remove a column address from the table. Now you don't need the column address and you want to remove it. The command will be alter table student drop. Drop keyword is used to drop or remove any column. Drop address will remove that particular address column from the table. Next is if you want to change the column heading name to S name. This is the name column and you want to change the name to S name. Your command will be alter table student change. This is the old name. First you write old name, then the new name, and then the specification of the column, that is varchar 15. Similarly, next, if you want to make this ADNO primary key, suppose you forgot to make it primary key during the creation of the table and now you want to make this ADNO as a primary key, so you can write the command alter table student add primary key ADNO. So it will not add a new column. Instead of that, this column already exists. Now after this command, it will set this as primary key, that is this particular column will not be allowed to hold the duplicate value. That is the property of primary key. If you want to remove the primary key of the table, that is if you want to change, or sorry, if you want to drop the constraint primary key of the table, then you have to write the command alter table student drop primary key. So whichever column you have set for the primary key, that property primary key or the constraint primary key will be dropped.